Hey everyone, it's Liam Caddison here, and this is Lucifer as we continue with Season 2, jumping into episode number 2. Looking forward to jumping into this episode, especially with how things ended last time with Lucifer's mother, who had seen better days, it seemed, approaching Lucifer. And we know Lucifer got pretty vocal about her in the last episode. Yeah, it should be very interesting to see how them two get on and to see the chemistry between them two, the interactions that will take place. So I'm pretty much looking forward to seeing how things go down between mother and son. But yeah, I thought the first episode of season 2 was a very good start to season 2. It was pretty enjoyable, and yeah, I'm hoping they do continue this enjoyability into episode 2 and episode 3 and episode 4, of course, etc, etc. But no, I'm looking forward to checking out this episode. So with that said, let's jump into episode number 2 of season 2 of Lucifer. Let's go.
Heart attack, maybe? I think he might be dead.
Ooh, his eyes shimmered to a white.
Lucifer? Lucifer, where are you?
Is this...
Has anyone seen Lucifer?
I was gonna say, this is his mother, isn't it? Usually you want to put that in rice. Never in ice. You just removed the R. Damn, she is really not having the best of luck.
I swear all I've done for 3 days is wander this cesspool, asking these vacuous cretins how to find you.
They're called humans. Give them a little bit more respect.
What are you doing?
Calling him Enadil.
Oh, wonderful. He's here too.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Hell, so
You wouldn't believe me. I know how suspicious.
I mean, it's better to come out with a story right now than to say you wouldn't
anything
believe
about
me.
Lucifer, I'm your mother.
Not for a very, very long time.
Oh.
Well, I want to be now. But humans weren't the reason your father and I were fighting. At least not then.
Mum? I think you left out a minor detail.
Uh-oh, this is incriminating.
Serious problem. Taking you home because this being out in public thing obviously isn't working. Then I'm going to see my colleague.
Oh my god!
You're naked.
In public!
Those were a problem, so problem solved.
Get in a...
Oh my god!
Oh dear. Traumatized for eternity now, so thank you very much for that.
You popped out her eye.
Yeah, that was an accident.
I think she looks rather fetching.
Lucifer?
I love
Hello, detective.
how they're both playing good cop, bad cop again.
Offspring?
You know, I bet you're actually behind this, aren't you?
Sadly, no. Definitely the latter.
Well, we would know more if she had left more than a shoe. We don't have a purse. No wallet, no keys.
The
Phone?
woman's phone help?
Well, yes,
Oh,
of course, but
boy.
we don't have...
A phone! And had just plunged a screwdriver into the poor lad when she was interrupted by the chambermaid, who she then snuffed out with her bare hands.
I was gonna say there could be some kind of cheating scandal.
I love that game.
I really don't think it's the missing woman, Lucifer. It's a little unusual for a woman to strangle someone.
Look at the size of the bruising. Clearly not man hands.
I've seen some guys with some pretty tiny lady hands.
Dan doesn't count.
Oh! Ow!
You know what? Don't get discouraged, okay? He is listening. It's just one way intercom kind of deal.
Got a lot of replies to
Come on, brother, where are you?
Maybe if you didn't think so much about yourself and more about how you treat others, things wouldn't be so trying. It's called karma. Might want to research that.
Damn! Damn, Dr. Martin with a lot of fire, though.
Listen up, because I've got personal trust issues at stake here. Bradders, look at me.
Oh, is he gonna... Yeah, there we go.
Did you want Charlotte gone?
No.
Oh, he feels...
That's the last thing I wanted.
Right, then what do you desire?
To be with Charlotte. We were in love.
Oh.
Mr. Wheeler.
Yeah, sure. Just down the hall, and
When exactly did you surrender your manhood? I mean, I'm all for stay-at-home dads, and believe me, I personally commend you for not abandoning your children, but that's still no reason to give up.
I haven't given up.
Mr. Richards, you have an entire slice of salami stuck to your shirt.
Oh, God.
He's saving it for later.
Here we go. This is more promising. Not worn since the
Wedding?
That's what I thought. Right, let's have a look. Come on. Come on.
It's gonna... Oh. Is that... Yeah.
Cocaine?
Thank you.
Oh, look. She comes with an adorable little chocolate cake, your child's favorite.
I will deal with you later.
You're welcome.
It's so funny. Lucifer's like the other child.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
Oh, of course.
Is that a weak spot?
I just love how sinister she is.
Tears.
Bloody hell! May's just intense. I can't help but love her.
Charlotte wasn't working for the cartel. She was working to bring it down. So was that poor kid.
Oh, and she
His name's Marco
suffered.
Sanchez. Got in over his head with the cartel. Was trying to make it right.
So he was working
Yeah,
with Charlotte and the FBI as an informant?
Trying to
They
bring
became
kids against
ramifications
Perez,
for doing the
That's
good
why
thing.
He and Charlotte were meeting at the hotel in secret.
Perez could have Charlotte now.
I doubt it.
Well, if not, he's after her.
I don't doubt that. Yeah, why don't you stay here and get the warrant?
And remember what she said. She can only heal once. So if she is caught staying alive.
Right, no information, Maze. Seeing
Yeah.
your mum might not be a lying sack of savagery after all.
Oh my God!
I think that she's dead, but she's not, which is fine because you also think that she's still Charlotte, which she's also not. Is that clear? I simply need you to promise to stay away from Charlotte Richards. Deal?
he's just owning the scene.
Forgot to tell your buddy Jimmy the plan. Screwdriver to the neck.
The carpenter? He's dead. Did I throw a wrench in your works? Get it? Screwdriver? Wrench?
Yeah, not funny, buddy.
Lost my mentor of 12 years, all out of professional jealousy? You're crazy.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
I don't believe that we mentioned 2 murders. I mean, we showed you the crime scene photo.
Oh,
of
you
Marco,
slipped
not
up!
Charlotte.
Well, given the information that you presented, the phone, the shoe, I just assumed that
Oh,
she was...
bullshit, buddy.
Just a big wiener?
Oh, I know who you are now. You're the one who killed me.
Well, apparently not, but I am now.
Sorry. Can't kill my mum.
Oh! He only just stumped him in the head.
Follow me, following him. We should have just drove together.
Go on, Chloe, take him.
Met until now, don't know each other. Fear it's too much for the detective to handle.
She's still like...
Well, looks like she can handle quite a bit.
Oh, she can, but it's best to get her in slowly.
Doing what's best for your child, it doesn't always make them happy.
That's it. They have to grow. They have to learn. And that's something that I think Lucifer's gonna have to with his mother.
I hate to interrupt so late, but I just wanted to apologize.
If anyone understands mistakes, it's a therapist. Not that you'd know. Apology accepted.
Yay. Oh my God! They're deteriorating. Oh my...
by and watched as I was cast out, thrown into hell and vilified for all eternity. There aren't enough cheesy noodles in the universe to fix all that, I'm afraid.
Ah, that sucks. Oh.
Your father was angry, deeply angry. He wanted to destroy you.
She sent him as a way of...
Asked him to send you to hell instead.
Oh my god.
I did it because I love you.
Oh, okay. I see some kind of evilness going on here. That's it. You get so convinced. Maybe she is being honest. Maybe she is being honest in the aspect of, okay, well, she might be looking out for Lucifer. You get so caught up in that, okay, any kind of suspicions out the window, and there we go. There's that, like, kind of concerning smirk she raised to her ex. Like, she's on my... Like, I've got him pulled in now. And, this is sticking it to the big man in the sky, so... You know, keeping up with the, I don't know what you would call them. Keeping up with, like, what would their family name be? I don't know. But, you know, the whole God family is just not having the best of rides at the minute. I mean, you've got Goddess trying to screw over her ex, seemingly, with that ending. And you got Amenadel, who has this kind of, like this impact to him. It's like it's rotting. It's like a disease at the minute, with his abilities being compromised, and we're seeing his wings are deteriorating. It's yeah. So there is some suspiciousness going on with, you know what? It might be for the sake of brevity. Call her Charlotte, potentially. Yeah. So there is obviously something that is going up with Charlotte. Yeah, I don't know what her end game plan is, but that's there at the very end. I don't think anyone wants to register as innocence, as a look of innocence. It's more of a ploy. I'm just wondering if the story she told Lucifer is part of that deceptive front that she seemingly is putting on. Because this is the thing with Lucifer. Like, with his relationship with God and his relationship with his mother, on both sides there's a fractured connection. There's a connection of betrayal, of hurt. For his mother to swoop in and said, "I sent you to hell because your father was planning on killing you," that kind of has Lucifer thinking about putting more hatred into God and more dedication into his mother, whatever his mother's plan is. Something related to hell, potentially bringing Lucifer to hell, I'm not so sure. But it really does pull Lucifer over to her side by her saying that. So I'm not sure if that is part of the truth, or if it's part of... Because we have to remember Charlotte said something about she was responsible by sending floods and plagues to humanity, and she really didn't have a very appreciative vibe for humanity. So there is this vileness in her system. She's not all, "Oh, I'm all nice," and, you know, there's not a bad drop of blood in me. So there is that resentment. So yeah, I'm just wondering if that story regarding sending Lucifer to hell is all an act to lull him in to her plans, or if it was genuine, especially since God can be completely occupied and well, not completely occupied, but probably a bit vengeful. So yeah, I'm not so sure what is going to go down there, but it's going to be very interesting to see Mama Lucifer's plans. I'll just tilt this up a bit, but yeah. This was a really good episode in exploring Charlotte, getting a bit more intel regarding her. I liked the first sequence of events where she died like twice in a minute before landing into Charlotte's body. But yeah, we got a bit of the gist with Charlotte, and especially with the body she took, that Lucifer's mother took, Charlotte. That was embroidered with the crime of the week, with the fact that Charlotte was involved in like the murder with that lawyer, who accidentally blurted out his cover. So yeah, and then went to try and kill Charlotte, and then bam. So yeah, and then we had like Charlotte before Lucifer's mother took her. Like, we had a bit of context there about how she was trying to bring down the cartel, so there was that like involvement there. But it was really, really good to tie in Charlotte before Lucifer's mother took control, and the Charlotte of Lucifer's mother. Yeah, it was great to kind of intertwine that, and there was that danger for Lucifer's mother, because I think she made a comment about she can only heal once, when Maze was hell-bent on torturing her. So, and I gotta say, Maze is just absolutely killing it. I'm just loving her character so much, and I loved that exchange. The exchange between Charlotte and Maze was just absolutely fiery. It was brilliant, and I just loved the sinisterism that Maze gave off. So, and then followed by a headbutt. That was like, blimey. So yeah, but it was really, really feisty seeing Maze go at it with Charlotte. Of course, she tried to torture her in her celestial form, but couldn't get a weak spot. But she was like chomping at the bit, because now she's in a human body, and it's like, oh, they've got several weak spots, so this is going to be fun for me. But yeah, it was really good to see that. And yeah, I really liked how with the whole, we had Trixie's involvement as well, which was kind of funny. Like, she was manipulating the doll deliberately as well, getting a new one. Lucifer did, and you had Chloe lecture him about gifting her something that she doesn't deserve, and how she relayed information that really does hit home for Lucifer about, you know, sometimes like, what's best for your child isn't always the best thing, isn't always going to make them happy. And that, of course, relates to Lucifer's story regarding Charlotte sending Lucifer to hell. It's something that he's been peeved about, but in Lucifer's eyes, she did it for his own protection. It was either that or die. So yeah, but it was still really, really funny, and it was a nice callback to the whole chocolate cake interrogation last season. The whole mutilation of the doll, because you had the bad cop, good cop situation with Dan and Chloe. So, and I don't know, there seemed to be a little bit of like hints that sparks could re-emerge between the pair, but I'm not so sure. If anything, I do suspect Dan and Ella could. I don't know, it's an odd thing to throw out there, but I don't know, especially with after how things ended with season 1, and that's created a bit of a bigger strain. I don't know if Chloe and Dan can get back together. I might be wrong, but I don't know. I see more possibility, oddly enough, for Ella and Dan. So yeah, because I do feel like Ella's gonna have some bigger importance into the whole, rather than just being a new, I guess, main cast member or something like that. Because of course, she appeared last week, and I took a warming to her, and she appeared a bit more. Well, I wouldn't say a bit more this week, but she appeared for a bit this week. So I do still have some suspicions about what big importance she could play this season, but that remains to be seen. But yeah, I really loved looking like I really loved the characterization of Charlotte. Like there was such an alienness to her, not ness, but yeah, there was an alienness to her, like especially when she Lucifer told her that she'd have to fit into different clothing. She decides to strip in public, like moments after someone hassled her, so that's great. But not just that though, but there was that whole obsession with mac and cheese. So yeah, I really loved the kind of quirkiness behind her character, but also like knowing how so far, because we can't jump to assumptions, we know that there is something going on, but we haven't put all the pieces together yet. We don't know what her end game is and how much of her story about sending Lucifer to hell is true. But there is that drive that she wants to grow a connection to Lucifer, and that to some aspect you could see that as heart, but I am worried about what extent this is going to go to in terms of her using him, etc. So yeah, but she also has that fieriness in her as well, as I mentioned. So yeah, but I'm really concerned as well with Amenadel, because of course we had a really intense scene between Dr. Martin and Amenadel, like with the distress she portrayed about him betraying, and I mean, that's the thing with, like, Amenadel last season. He did pull out some risky moves, didn't he? And he is starting to realize that he was being a bit reckless. Not just that, though, but, of course, there was also that intertwined with him knowing about the fact that his wings are... Well, I think he had a hunch. I don't know if he had a peek before the reveal, but he has been noting about things not going right for him. So, and I'm just wondering what it could all relate to, his wing scenario, because I know Dr. Martin said about karma regarding how what's the word I'm looking for? I've lost the word. It's bumming me out, but how distracted from what he's supposed to be, like we've noted about how that has been a thing for Amenadel, and he's recognized that, and because of how Dr. Martin feels betrayed by him, she did mention karma. So I'm wondering if Amenadel being distant to what he should be is kind of as Dr. Martin quoted, is kind of karma for him, if you get what I mean. Like, he is being distant from his good traits, and he's being a bit more selfish. So this is causing ramifications, and and that purity is kind of decaying, if you get what I mean, because he's not being pure. So I'm wondering if it's something like that. I'm still having I'm still focused as well that the feather that was used to heal Amenadel could cause some ramifications. I'm not sure, but we can only speculate at this point. It's just not looking good for Amenadel, and there is a huge part of me that's hoping he turns to Lucifer in order to kind of get get forward in terms of figuring out what this could be, because he needs help and he doesn't have anyone else he can turn to, so he has to turn to Lucifer in order to which is a nice parallel with Lucifer's wings situations. It's our Amenadel wings that's is a bit of a big problem. So but he needs to turn to Lucy in order to solve this situation out, because it's really concerning, and it's very diseased-like, and it's breaking your heart. So hopefully he does that next episode. That remains to be seen. But yeah, this was a very good episode exploring more of Charlotte, and yeah, I'm really curious about what her endgame is. One thing's for certain, she ain't 100% what she seems to be to Lucifer, so... But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Meepy Feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!